Hello everyone, I know it's been quite a while since I last posted, but today I wanted to attempt an actual proper complete video, and so I thought why not post something about The Sims 4. I haven't really done that yet. So this build took me about an hour and a half, I think, and I really struggled to make everything match in the house. I'm not even sure if in the end things even match at all, but please don't judge me. I don't build that often, and especially with roofs, as you can see right now, I'm not that talented with roofs, so yeah, please don't judge my build skills. They're not very good. But enough talking about the build for now. I want to know, how is everyone doing? Yeah, quick disclaimer, I will be saying a lot in this video. I am quite awkward when I record myself talking, so please bear with me for now. So this build is gonna be 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, like pretty small because it would only be for one person, like myself. I wanted to go into like this older style, like wood and like Victorian almost-ish, but like it's not exactly that, because I mean I would have built on a full-on Victorian house if I had the skills in The Sims, but yeah, maybe in the future I will do that again. Since I'm not really doing anything interesting, I'm gonna leave y'all to enjoy the speed build a little. So here I'm gonna be trying to give the house a little more shape by adding some walls in the corners like this. I really like to do this. I feel like it gives more personality and dimension to the house. It helps a lot, especially in the back, because sometimes, especially in The Sims, houses can end up looking pretty flat from the back. I really wanted to have a small office that was really open with an open arch, so it made me struggle a little with the roof for a few seconds there, but somehow I managed something that wasn't too bad. And also, something that I learned recently that makes houses a bit more fun is to not make it have the same wall colors. Like, you can mix some part of the house with stone and some with wood. It adds some personality and some fun to the house. Also, something that's better to do is the windows. The windows, it's better to do it before placing any furniture in the house. I used to place the windows in last before, and it made them look very random. And it's totally okay if you change your mind on certain aspect of the house later on, like the wallpapers and stuff. It's okay to experience. Now, before starting up with the furniture, I'm doing the wallpapers and the floor. Here I was getting kind of worried that I wouldn't have enough space for a proper kitchen, so I tried this, but then it made the diagonal wall look very weird. The kitchen is gonna be pretty small, I told myself, but I think it's okay. I didn't mean for this house to be that big anyways. At least if I managed to fit in a little kitchen and a small dining table and a couch, I figured that it would be okay. Also, later on I realized that I forgot to place a television, but then there wasn't really space for one, so at least if somebody has this house, there's gonna be computers and stuff for them to get entertained. Yeah, that's a little sad to not have any TV, but it's The Sims, it's okay. Also, lately I've been so obsessed with these curtains. I think they're so underrated. They're really simple and they fit nicely with those windows. The colors are really subtle and nice, and there's a lot of variety. Well, it's just nice. I just think that the curtains in The Sims are mostly too big, too small. They never really fit right with any windows. Well, as you can see, I've been starting up the entryway, so I love plants. There's gonna be a lot, and I really like for my entries to have like that big rug, a small plant, or a table, and then a chair. And I really struggled to find a chair. Like, there was a chair that I really liked at first, but it didn't have anything that matched with the greens, so I had to dig in a bit more, and I found this very nice chair with this little cat pillow. I think it was very cute. And now I was gonna try to find a nice table to put beside this chair. And like, the thing is that when I thought I found the nicest one, it was too small or too big. So yeah, I took some time with that too. But I ended up finding this very nice one. And of course, I added another plant because more plants, more fun. Yeah, well, in real life, I don't really have plants of my own, but my mom does. We have a lot of plants all around the house. So, yeah, also, if anyone is wondering about the packs I'm using, most of it is custom content actually, and yeah, I think a lot of people will know these custom content creators. I wish I could go and credit everybody, but there's just too many. I really wanted to include this little shoe rack, but I ended up not keeping it for space reasons. And also, now I'm trying to find a couch that fit nicely. It's kind of difficult to find something, so I had this one, but I found a bigger one that was really nicer and filled the area a bit more. Really wanted to keep that shelf, but I just couldn't because then the kitchen would be way too small. I tried to use different things in my builds, but I just end up going with the same thing every time without really noticing. Also, another tip is you can size up items in build mode. So for rugs, it's very useful because sometimes you really like this small rug, but you want it to be bigger because it's for the living room or the dining room or something. So like, yeah, it's very useful. Now I'm gonna be working on the kitchen, and bear with me, I changed the colors of those cabinets really a lot. It was really difficult, and also this diagonal wall was making it impossible to have functioning counters, so I had sadly to get rid of that one. Yeah, as we can see, I had to get rid of the shoe rack sadly. It was very cute, but maybe another time. Well, as I was telling earlier, I am currently changing the colors a lot because I wanted something that matched nicely, and even in the end I wasn't sure if everything matched. It's a struggle in The Sims because sometimes The Sims will have all those beautiful wood swatches, but sadly they don't always match with each other. Here I am just adding some details, some clutter to make this house feel a bit more lifted, even though it's quite difficult to do that in The Sims. I'm just adding some light swatches, even though they're useless. It's for realism on my side, even though The Sims isn't very realistic most of the time. Here I am adding a small two chairs dining table, pretty small, but it fits nicely. At first, I had a plan to have a bookcase there, but then I ended up adding a small office space, so I figured it could go there. So now I'm gonna be starting up to furnish this really nice office. It's quite small and I am still not sure if it's functional. I kind of forgot to playtest after this. I was so exhausted from filming this video. This house ended up being something like 30K. Yeah. I'm not very good with making cheaper house. I always want to go with like the more expensive items that are prettier and that don't love clutter. Thankfully, with custom content, the clutter ends up being a bit less expensive, so that's very helpful. Here I am putting this bookshelf that was supposed to go where the dining table is. Now that the office is done, I'm gonna be doing the bathroom. I'm not very good when it comes to making nicer bathrooms in The Sims because I don't really know what to do in it. I just put like the essentials, a little bit of decorations, and call it a day. But there's people that are so creative with bathrooms. Like they do all these things with platforms and stuff. I'm not at that level yet. But I think it's fine. Like bathrooms don't need to be like all of that pretty. The main thing is the bedrooms, office, kitchen, living room that shows the personality. Like bathrooms are not really like where my sim will spend 24/7, so that's okay. Small tip, it really helps to fill a room when you put like some clutter. Like The Sims has some nice bathroom decorations. You can just like make it feel a bit more lived in, and that's nice enough. So for the bedroom, I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to fit a double bed. I was just kind of figuring it out, and then I remembered that this bed has a double one, so I felt kind of stupid. So here I am just putting it, choosing this really nice green color. And yeah, I was surprised that I managed to fit a double bed in this small room. Finding a nice nightstand in The Sims is quite difficult because sometimes I'm like, oh, this one is so pretty, but then it's too small or too big for my liking. But I didn't struggle too much this time, which is surprising. Usually I spend a lot of time. I really wanted at first like this big mirror or something on the dresser on the side, but I ended up not putting it. I was like, nah, I couldn't make it fit nicely anywhere. Yeah, I ended up forgetting to put a computer in the bedroom because this is like my dream small home. So realistically I know that I would have wanted a computer in my room, but let's just act like there was one. Now that the interior is finished, we're gonna go to the outside and landscaping. I used to really dislike landscaping. I still kind of do. I mean, it depends. When it's a smaller house, it's quicker to do it, like small backyard, a small pathway, like I'm doing there. But when it's massive, it's big. Like I just don't know how to fill the backyard, and I get overwhelmed. But for this house, it felt kind of nice to do the landscaping and this little pathway, even though the rocks took me so long to put one by one. It was so long, but it was looking good, so yeah. Also, I am building this house in Newcrest. I tried to challenge myself and I'm gonna try to fill Newcrest. So most of my following videos will be built in Newcrest. It's also to try and challenge myself a bit more, like to do bigger builds, like a library, museum and stuff. I really want to experience and build other things than small tiny house. So yeah, I'm very excited to experience and get better at building. Another tip is especially when you use those flower bushes, is to not make them all the same color. So at first I wanted to do it, but then I was like, it's gonna be more fun if I do like some yellow, some red, and also I wanted to have like a small seating area in the front, like with that little tree, less cozy and stuff. Yeah, I really went all out with the flowers for this field. I wanted the exterior to feel very cozy. Also, I've been seeing a lot of people doing this, but using the turn tool they put a bit of dirt under the trees and plants. I think it adds some realism, like it's been planted and stuff. I've been doing it in all of my builds since last year, and it's really helped to bring the plants a bit more out, I guess. This is my first build that I've been doing the pathway with the rocks, and I am loving it. I am definitely going to be using this a bit more. Also, if in the background you hear any strange noise, don't worry, it's just my dog. He's currently cuddled up in bed with me, so don't mind him. I already had planned out in my mind the backyard. I wanted like a nice seating area, maybe like another one, like a bench and a seating area. Some gardening stuff. Yeah, I just didn't want it to be too big. I didn't want a pool or anything. So yeah, I just wanted this to be like small backyard area, very cozy. I added these random things. Yeah, it's pretty random honestly, but like, yeah, I added some trees, not too much too. I really love adding a lot of trees. I love feeling like I'm in the middle of a forest. Again, I am doing the trick of putting different colors for each flower to landscape to make it feel colorful, more lively. So I wanted to try what it will look like if I bring the pathway all the way, but it didn't really look good, so I restrained myself from that. And again, another small seating area there. There's gonna be a lot of space to sit. There's one at the front of the house, there's this bench, there's this little seating area. There's really a lot of choices. Also, I got kind of scared when using the terrain tool. I didn't expect it to do that. I wanted to add a small pond, but then it was messing up the house, and I'm not really good with the terrain tool yet, so maybe another day. So here I'm just checking up if there's any little space I could add something, but I didn't have any ideas. Like, the build is almost done, so I went and added some columns to make it feel a bit more framed. Like, columns, they'll help a lot in the sense. If you know how to use the columns, it can look nice. There's also something I realized after watching this video. I realized that the wood in the front of the house and in the back are not the same color, so that's on me for not paying enough attention. Oh, here is the finished house. I am kind of proud of this one. I've been getting better at building. I've been avoiding it. I'm more of a legacy player in The Sims, so building is not really my cup of tea all the time, but this year I wanted to try and do it more and get out of my comfort zone, so this is gonna be my first Sims 4 video on this channel, and I hope you like this video, and I really hope that I'm gonna be posting in the future again. I can procrastinate a lot, so I'm really sorry in advance if I end up disappearing for another 6 months. But yeah, here it is.